While Florida has mandatory inspections and a recertification process for older buildings, Hawaii does not. KITV4's Paul Drews shows us some of the concerns for older concrete buildings in the islands.
This 53-year-old condo building has a new look. The change in paint color at 1350 Ala Moana is more than just aesthetic. Instead, it is part of a multi-million-dollar renovation and improvement to keep up the building.
We also repiped the building, we did spalling, and right now we're replacing bedroom windows. When you do the spalling project, you have to waterproof. So you scrape off the old paint, you put on the waterproofing, and then you put a paint. And then that protects the building.
Spalling is something that typically happens to concrete buildings 15 years old or older.
Concrete is porous by nature. It's not waterproof, so water can get in. There's rebar, reinforcing steel in the building. So when water or moisture gets into the concrete, it hits the steel starts corroding. And when the steel corrodes, it expands. What happens when it expands? It cracks the concrete. Now when you have cracks in the concrete, more water can get in and the problem gets worse and worse.
There have been cases where concrete cracking is so bad, walls have given away, like this Kalihi balcony. Lanais and railing supports have also given out from spalling problems. And there is another enemy eating away at many of Hawaii's condos.
Salt penetrates through concrete. Salt is the worst thing for reinforcing steel. So we have in Hawaii all these buildings built around the ocean or close to it.
Fixing the damage can be costly, and some residents may not even know the extent of the problem. Building owners or associations are not required to inspect buildings on a regular basis.
It's wild, wild west, so these older buildings can just be there, no inspections done.
Instead, complaints can be filed with the Department of Planning and Permitting. DPP could not tell us how many of those complaints it's received or violations it's given out to older buildings this year. But a spokesman did say the number of complaints has increased in the week since the condo collapsed in Florida. And so has the number of concerns to Ron's management office.
My email blew up the very next day, and people have questions.
But by taking a proactive approach to taking care of this condo tower, Ron says he'll be able to reassure residents for years to come.
It's going to last a long time. The building's going to be around for a long time.
Paul Drews, KITV4 Island News.